I am only 26. Maybe my perspective will completely change in the future, but for the very first time, I'm fine if it doesn't.
D'Angelo, I have perspective for you. What's happening, D'Angelo? My name is Albert. It's so nice to meet you. I'm 60 years old, and boy, do I have perspective for you regarding your video. Does anyone else feel like you'll never be happy? That one, I so identified with your whole video. However, I have hands-on wisdom that will blow you away. So please stay with me. Let's get to it. The first step to catch me, not understand, is that the solutions provided to us is the problem. And so, example, don't worry, be happy, right? Don't worry is what not to do, and be happy is the solution. But is it a solution? I heard that phrase my entire life, along with don't worry, happiness is around the corner. Read this book, The 10 Steps to Happiness. Happy, happy, happy. Be happy. Get married. Have children. Oh, get the dream home and you'll be happy. When I make millions, when I get in shape, then I'll be happy. Over there. It's always at a distance. Now, D'Angelo, you've come to realize that this is it. But did you come to realize that the key to happiness, which is to be happy, was put there? I watched my parents, D'Angelo. Oh, when I retire, I can't wait till I retire. They carry that same level of futuristic satisfaction. No different than, oh, when I get married. And now, D'Angelo, as long as that illusion is thriving through us, we'll be endlessly, perpetually chasing our tail. Endlessly. Now, D'Angelo, if you can catch that happiness is bombarded upon us everywhere at the malls, embrace happiness. And it gets even silly with, oh, happiness is a cappuccino in the morning and the rainbows above the ocean and the blue skies, right? And if you never reach your dream to make $100 billion, you can always eat to be happy or get a cat. Yo, man, these gold and platinum records earned me the right to preach happiness. Oh, D'Angelo, how much pride I took in those gold and platinum records. What an achievement, right? Achievement is a token for happiness, right? Oh, wow, I was drinking myself half to death at the bar while preaching. Life is about being happy. Until I woke up and caught the illusion. And so, D'Angelo, after going through the whole rigmarole of searching for happiness and realizing that there's nothing there, I stand behind the conclusion that I do not know what happiness is. Therefore, I can never be unhappy. You too are in this position because look, you got your degree.
Well, I got the degree, and no, that didn't really do it either.
The YouTube.
When my channel on YouTube started popping off, I said to myself, it has to be this. What else is there? The answer can't be nothing.
It's simple, D'Angelo. Happiness was pressed upon us. All the commercials, the awards, the accomplishments. Now, D'Angelo, catch that society, the system has generated the concept of depression, which is produced by comparison. Now, watch this. Comparison. What am I doing? I'm comparing constantly. That's the whole prospect behind me wishing to be happy. And so what do I want to do? How did I grow up? To be the best, to make it, to win constantly. With that in place, I'm constantly in a struggle against trying to be, right? And now, combined with what I said at the top, that we're bombarded with happiness, we are in a constant, perpetual state of trying to be happy, and comparison is the freaking driver, man. The driver that makes us constantly compare to, measure up to be happy or to get all the views or a certain status, etc., etc., etc. So now, D'Angelo, I'd like to highlight some bits off of your video that was so spot on. Let's get to it.
Because I realized that thing that I wanted at age 11. I was never going to find that.
Spot on.
And realizing nothing is ever really going to happen to me and I'm not going to do anything to myself. Where do we go from here now that we didn't get this magical, mystical, fix your life button? And the truth of the matter is, I have no clue. I don't know why I'm here.
Spot on.
This is who I am. I'm not a problem, I guess. I don't need to be fixed.
Spot on.
I don't have more value because I am doing more. And I'm not going to be worth less in the future if I do less.
Spot on.
I don't know what me in the future is going to be, but I'm going to be there.
Spot on.
I'm proud of myself that I didn't figure it out at 18. I'm proud of myself that I didn't figure it out at 21. And I'm proud of myself for recently realizing, there was nothing to figure out. The fact that I never figured it out and just persisted in spite of all of that is pretty amazing when you really think about it.
Now, D'Angelo, catch this. There can't be a search for anything that's not there. What we're looking for is not there. The happiness is not there. You should see it. The degree or success or marriage, it's not there. And so we think this is for a lifetime. No, it's not. We have to get our head straight with the prospect is false that happiness is the solution. No, it's not. You'll never be. So for now, with everything that I just said, let's scrap out the whole concept of happy and unhappy. It doesn't exist. Let's wipe it out. Because all the things that we are doing to find happiness in order to be happy is the very thing that is destroying the happiness and peace that is already there. Now, D'Angelo, throughout your video, you kept pointing out that things are cool, that you always manage through.
Even if I wake up tomorrow and it all falls apart, I am still going to get to the end of that day because I have a 100% success rate.
That everything is okay, which it is. The problem is that we're stuck with chasing happiness, which doesn't exist, plus the good days and bad days. Now check this out. There's good days and bad days. We have a fair share of both. So why meddle in that? Why mess with good days and bad days? Or today is good, and so tomorrow I'm going to make sure that it's good. And then if tomorrow's not good, we look for anything to set us off. And then, I'm having a bad day. The train is late. I'm having a bad day. And then we freaking subject ourselves to a good and bad day when if we have good and bad days, so let it be. Because you have to manage through it anyway. You have to go about life anyway. We're going to be here anyway. You don't need to ever subscribe to good or bad days. You just see that. It'll just be. And when you get upset or angry, it'll just be that. It'll be natural from you. And so good. You get frustrated. So good. Be frustrated. You'll know how to handle those things because the body will handle it for you. If you let the mind interfere, it'll screw things up. Now see clearly that the manufacturing of depression is due to the compound accumulation of unfulfilled hopes, expectations, and dreams. Now, D'Angelo, this part right here is the highlight of this entire video. Because if this is not embraced, everything else will fall apart. Now, the part to catch here is there comfort in your depression? To have it for the rest of your life and to just deal with it because it's just there. Is there comfort in that? Let me give you an example. During the course of me helping the depressed, I invited many to come exercise, explaining how good that is for depression. They all turned it down. Then the second exercise I did with them was that I told them these things here that I'm telling you. And I told them that depression is made up and they defended their depression. Oh my God. Oh no, you don't understand. You don't understand. My depression. They were owning it. They wanted to keep that nasty thing where we want to.
If this doesn't go away, then I will.
Now, let's paint the scenario here. I'm depressed. I want to end it. Like we talk about, oh no, I can't deal with this, right? We want to. Someone comes and says, look, I have a solution. There's no such thing as depression. I go, oh no, it can't be true. You're not a doctor. Which means I'm electing to remain there. Now, for argument's sake, let's say I am entirely wrong about what I just said there. Because it can sound harsh. Right or wrong, I'm out. Totally out. I have yet to utter the word, oh, I'm depressed. My depression gets the best of me. I don't relate to it. I don't correspond to it. And I'll never correspond to it ever. So you don't want to defend that nasty thing. You don't want to say, oh, yeah, it's mine. Oh, my depression. Oh, you know, my depression. Oh, and how about yours? You want to get rid of it. You don't want to have anything to do with it. For me, it's out. 100% out. So D'Angelo, let's not fight some type of battle that's not there. Because the battle is not there, and that's the trick. We are trying to fight something that's not there. It is not there. Now, you talked a lot about winning at life.
I've spent my entire life winning every single day.
If I were you, I would take that out. Because winning at what? Winning against what? That's comparison again. And so winning is subjective. I will cut that out. You mentioned,
If I wake up, do anything, go back to sleep, I won that day.
that's it. Leave it there. Not that it's winning at life. Just leave it there. And when you're ready, get down with life again. Now, D'Angelo, that's it. It's that freaking simple that you get such an insight where we say, wait a minute. We're like a freaking dog chasing his tail perpetually through every phase of our lives, all the way to, like I said, at the end, oh, when I retire. And so this illusion, let's say goodbye to it. So D'Angelo, happiness, unhappiness, joy, all that stuff out, depression out, none of it. I do not subscribe to any of it. I don't talk about it. I don't ask anybody, are you happy? Because once I ask, are you happy? They are put into a weird position to answer. Oh, yeah, everything is cool. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. You know what? Another day, another dollar, all that stuff. And so I don't ask because we're constantly trying to ask someone how they're doing in respects to happiness. Are you happy? If you happy, I'm happy. I want to see you happy. And so I don't meddle in that. It's so dangerous because I see it so clearly, the chase of happiness and what it ends up doing to people. Go ahead, try to make $1 million. Go ahead and see what happens. Go chase whatever dream you have to have your dream this and dream that, your dream this and whatever. And you'll see that all the things that we are doing to find happiness in order to be happy is the very thing that is destroying the happiness and peace that is already there. If you don't see it's an illusion, you'll be stuck perpetually trying to chase the next thing that'll make you happy, which is the chase. The never-ending chase. And then because the never-ending chase is a never-ending chase, we end up, well, you know what? It must be my depression. And then we stay there. You don't have to stay there. You catch it? Did you catch it? If you catch it, you'll see, D'Angelo. Lastly, D'Angelo, study children. At around 5 is when the contamination starts to happen. The development of concepts to be happy starts to develop. I want this, I want that. Let me give you this example, D'Angelo. I take care of children. And so there's one that I take care of that wants pizza, but he doesn't eat it. And why does he order pizza? Because the television, it makes you happy. Pizza, the friends, the songs. And so it makes him elect pizza, but he doesn't want it. And so this is the power of early influencing, including that food will make you happy. Now, once they get contaminated with concepts, this is good and this is bad, and they start to react to those concepts, then they end up with the I'm not happy. And that contamination, since it started so early on, it spills into adulthood where we're still, nobody remembered my birthday and stuff like that. And so that natural state that was in us was stolen from us. Was taken from us, D'Angelo. Because if we were left at that state without all these concepts, to be happy and you deserve to be happy and right and wrong and good days and bad days and win life, no pain, no gain. If we didn't have any of that, what happens? A kid sees me doing push-ups, they follow. A kid sees me trying to climb, they try to climb. They just follow naturally. We will do that naturally. So we see someone on YouTube, we like that, we like to record, we like the camera, so we'll do it naturally. We'll do music naturally, we'll sing naturally. And the natural part of us will drive us naturally without comparing that I want to be like that person, I want to be like that person, because once I try to be like that person and I don't level up, life is against me, and maybe it's me because I have depression. Take note also that this happiness firing through every single stage of our lives compounds all the way to our standards are way too high until enough is never enough, and then boom. And so, D'Angelo, in closing, the energy that I so wasted chasing to win, is now contained. It's not being wasted. And so I'm left with pure creative energy that runs through me effortlessly because the struggle is over. And so, D'Angelo, I'm free. 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 I'm free.